There was one guy that we were making fun of last year because he just barely turned 21 and he thought Smirnoff was the best alcohol ever. So we were just making fun of him last year. And he showed up this year and he was
Wait,
like, "You remember me? I'm
yeah,
Smirnoff."
yeah. Wait, Smirnoff is not cool.
Well,
I know. It's
yeah.
yeah.
When you're 21,
I
obviously
know.
it's cool,
It's a learning curve. When I was
It
that age,
is.
when I was that age, I thought drinking wine coolers was like the coolest thing
Oh
ever.
my
You
gosh,
know what I mean?
right?
Such a
Oh
dork.
yeah.
Now it's just vodka straight up. You know what I mean? It's just shots, shot,
Vodka on the rocks.
just shot up titties too,
Mm.
man. That's what I need to get me going. You know what I mean?
I do it.
Welcome to the Stuff and Junk Show, where we share our opinions on random subjects from interesting news, social topics, pop culture, our likes and dislikes, things you've seen, heard, or read, or did, and what we do. You know, Stuff and Junk. Hello, my name is Albert.
This is Jiaming.
This is Anna.
All right, Anna, let's hear it. What happened in Anime Las Vegas?
Oh man. Well, you're at WonderCon.
WonderCon.
I was in a whole different world.
First of all,
Whole different world.
what did you just say?
Where did I stay? We stayed at the Golden Nugget.
Oh, right on. Old school.
Old school.
Is that still on the strip or is it old Las Vegas? I forgot where
It's
they do.
old Las Vegas. So
Oh,
on Fremont Street.
oh, look at that. Oh, that's
Yeah.
real old school.
Yeah. Which I personally love Fremont Street.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fun. So
It's very charming, really.
Yeah. No, it's still there. It's like still got that vibe, you know. So yeah, we stayed at the Golden Nugget. So I flew in on Thursday night.
And real quick, I'm
Friday,
sorry, it took place in the convention center, right? Vegas Convention
it
Center.
took place at the World Market Center.
Oh.
Yeah, that big convention center.
Oh, okay, yeah, the one with the different story, the different levels.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so. Yeah.
I'm trying to get a picture. Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, so it was pretty big pool. According to Albert, we had a lot of big names. We had the Avatar, the Last Airbender channel, and all that. Well, I have a story about that too, but we'll get to that.
Wait, hold on. I'm getting the impression you never saw Avatar: The Last Airbender.
No, I did.
Wow. Okay.
I watched a couple episodes, and then I watched a live action with Fire Zaddy.
Oh, well, at least you watched that, so you have some idea. Okay.
Well, yeah, but I wasn't expecting the Filipino once-over.
What? Okay.
Anyway,
go ahead with the story. Go ahead.
No. Oh, I could get into that story. Okay. So, anyways, because I'm part of programming, I actually got really lucky, and there's a shuttle that takes you from the hotel to the convention center. It's only like a 17-minute walk, but I was like, oh, I got a shuttle now. I'm totally going to use it. So the first day, like my call time was 9:30. I'm late, blah, blah, who cares? But I get in the shuttle. It's just me. And then the people start filing into the bus. And one of the guys, he's like, oh, is this the shuttle for Anime Las Vegas? And the driver's like, yeah. And then he looks at me because I was sitting like close to the front. He's like, oh my gosh, what did I even ask? Like, obviously you're going to Anime Las Vegas. And so I'm wearing like a pink beret. I'm wearing a sparkly red jacket. And I don't even have glitter on my face. I have nothing. It's just like normal Anna outfit. And so he's being super nice. He's making conversation. And then walks in the one and only Dante Basco, who's the voice actor on Avatar: The Last Airbender. So here's a funny
and
story.
Hold on. And more famously, Rufio.
From what?
Oh, God. Hook.
Come on, man.
What? Is that DBZ?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh my God. Jiaming Road.
The movie Hook from Steven Spielberg back in the day.
Oh, God. Okay, that movie. All right.
Robin Williams.
He's in that movie?
He plays Peter Pan.
Yeah, Robin Williams plays an older Peter Pan, yes.
Yeah. No, I know that, but Dante Basco.
Yes, he plays
movie?
Rufio. That's why I go,
Rufio!
Rufio!
That movie. Anyways, okay, so I know him from the movie Take the Lead. And my friend was obsessed with him. So she watched the debut. She was all about him. So I am like, when I found out he was going to be there, I was like, oh my God, like I'm going to tell my friend. She's going to like be so excited. But unfortunately, I knew I wasn't going to make the panel or whatnot. As he's coming in, like his friend, super nice. I'm sure he was a voice actor, but I don't know what. He walks up, sees me, looks me up and down with like this kind of face of like ew, and sits down. And then proceeds to talk to no one but his friend. Like then other people came in, and he was talking to them. And then there was this really kind girl in front of me who was telling us the story. Like she's a vendor and she forgot her Square reader went on, and she was telling everyone the story. And Dante just
Well,
straight
hold on.
up ignored her.
Sorry. I just back up a little bit. This is pre panel.
This is the morning of. The morning of.
But what's the setting though?
We're on a shuttle bus.
This is all in a shuttle bus. This is all taking place in a shuttle bus. You know
We're on a shuttle bus. This is only for talent and staff.
Before you continue on, Anna, is this a story you're supposed to share?
Yeah, why not? I mean,
why not?
She didn't sign an NDA. This is not,
I did it.
We're not saying anything secret.
Okay.
Right? Somebody give.
All right.
I mean, so far it's only like he's giving off bad vibes.
Okay.
Who cares?
Because he completely ignored the vendor girl who was like and so we were all like fawning over him. We were just literally having conversations as human beings. Sorry,
I just want to paint a picture. So the vibe, so the setting is this is early in the morning. This shuttle bus is for what do you say, talent and
staff.
Talent and staff, and people are kind of showing in. They're waiting for it to be full, and then when it's full, they can take off to the thing. And so as people are trickling in, people are making small talk, that sort of thing. But the vibe is obviously because he's obviously a star. The vibe is people are waiting or trying to kind of like get his attention or something like that because they want because he's talent and stuff like that. People know who he is, but he's just ignoring it. He's just like sitting down and just like doing in his own world.
I don't think anybody was trying to get his attention. We're all in our own little world, kind of.
You're all shit, but you're being social though.
Yeah, we are being social because his friend was a very social person. He was talking to everyone. So obviously, like, he's talking to me about my outfit and all that. So, anyways, we go there, we get dropped off. He's just not, I don't think, I'm like, it's your first con. And he's like, I think it's the first con he's ever done. I'm like, it's an anime con.
No. He's been playing cons.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, like you said, this is the first anime Las Vegas con he's done, whatever, blah, blah. But I'm like, what are you like, what do you expect from people? Like, this is like not even like this is so chill compared to what the crowd is going to be like.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just like got like kind of rude vibes. And then he was talking to his friends only because that's fine. No one was fawning over anybody. We were all just normal people. And he was telling about how, because he has family in Vegas and they're having like a big Filipino house party, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, well, that's nice. At least he's, being cool with the family. But anyways, that was like I got off the shuttle and I ran to like the anime interactive zone zone that I was gonna work at. And I was like, oh my god, you guys, guess what? I just won a shuttle and Dante. And so, anyways, we had a lot of fun. I hosted for the first time ever, a panel or contest. I hosted the JoJo Pose Off contest, which is based off JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So I had so much fun with that. The crowd was really cool. The contestants were really like awesome. And then we had like open lip sync mic, and there was this guy that was dressed up as Brock from Pokemon, and he was like so cool and funny. He really like brought the energy to all of the interactive things that we were having those 2 days and stuff. And so then I got to see some people that were there last year that we had a lot of fun with, and one of them they were going to prom that night, and they showed me prom pictures the next day and all that. So it was a really cool like experience to have those people come back and like, hey, do you remember me? I'm like, yeah, of course. Oh my god, I remember you. So it was a lot of fun. It was definitely a lot of work. I was, there at the interactive zone a lot. I mean, I think I walked around for like an hour, and then I went back and stuff. But I mostly was there. I didn't even get to see the main stage panels. So it was just like a really cool experience. I'm glad I went. Everyone had a lot of fun. The crowd was great. Like they were so. Yes, it was packed. There was a lot of people. There was a lot of cosplayers, like Pokemon cosplayers. There was JJK cosplayers. Didn't see a lot of solo leveling. Sorry, Albert.
Yeah, Jamie, I'm not sure if you know this thing, but
Mhm.
me and Kenny were like trying to find solo leveling stuff in WonderCon, and
Mhm.
there's nothing. Nobody was cosplaying as solo leveling
Mhm.
characters. There was like exactly one piece of merchandise for solo leveling, and it was a tumbler.
Well, people were actually. Well, it's the weekend of what do you call it? Of the finale. So people were home watching the goddamn show. You know what
But
I mean?
that's my
Maybe.
point, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like Severance had their big season finale, and there were people dressed as Severance for sure, kind of thing.
Yeah,
And,
but that's Severance.
no, but solo leveling is supposed to be like the most popular anime right now and whatnot, and there's like no presentation at all in both WonderCon and Anime Las Vegas. Shocking,
Weird.
shocking.
You know, I didn't see a lot of Chainsaw Man this year.
Yeah, I saw Chainsaw
That
Man
was
too.
shocking.
Yeah.
I didn't see
Well,
one.
it's been 2 years since Chainsaw Man.
No, I mean I
I
saw
saw-
Chainsaw Man in WonderCon.
Yeah.
I saw one Pyramid Head.
Mm.
So there you go. But
I don't put too much stock in his with respect. I don't put too much stock in his anecdotal kind of stories and stuff like that. I'm
Yeah,
numbers
well-
guys. Let's see what the
well, yeah.
numbers are like for
there were
Crunchyroll, so.
well, we had a lot of people. It was great. Everyone had a great time. I ended up not doing as much as I thought I would because I was really tired, and I think at the end of the night we just wanted to go back to the hotel and eat and go to sleep.
Mhm.
So I didn't party Vegas like I usually do. I was talking up all this game before, and then when I got there, I was like, "I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not gonna go out."
No booger sugar or anything like that. You know what
No,
I mean?
none of that.
Not hitting
I
the
mean-
titty bars or anything like that.
I mean,
You
if
know
I
what
would have done that, I could have stayed out all night. But you know, I went to sleep like a
Mhm.
responsible adult. But it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I went. It sounds like we're gonna go back next year. But yeah, it was a great time. I love seeing everyone dressed up. They were super passionate.
What number is this? I mean, what is it? The fifth anime?
I think this is the 4th anime Las Vegas, maybe.
Do you guys know when next year? Because WonderCon already has dates for next year.
Oh, see, that's a good question. I don't know.
What was the
I'm
last year? Do
hoping
you remember?
it was March. It's always in March.
WonderCon is in
So-
March next year as well.
What's the date for WonderCon? It's going to be my parents' birthday, isn't it?
March 2026.
Yep.
I'm just gonna type it in right now.
It's a good time for a convention in Vegas because it wasn't too hot, right? What was the weather like?
No, it was Sunday was a little bit windy, but that was about it.
Yeah, that's the only thing I care about when it comes
Yeah,
to Vegas.
it
Like,
was,
what's the weather like?
great.
It wasn't hot. It wasn't cold. Was it cold?
It was perfect. No,
Okay.
it was perfect.
There you go. There you go.
March 27 to 29 next year.
I bet you Anime Las Vegas is going to be the same weekend.
Oh,
Yeah.
by the way, and
I
they're
bet
already
you.
they're already selling tickets for WonderCon next year.
Are we that hard up on money?
I don't know, but they're already selling tickets for next year. They're signed up for 3 more years at Anime Convention Center, so I guess it's like a solid thing that's happening. So they're selling it early. Shrug.
Well, I don't know if I'm gonna go. I seriously don't know what's gonna happen. So I know Anime Las Vegas is just gonna be like, oh, when is WonderCon? All right, book it.
Oh my gosh! Why what's in the kind of? I want to go with WonderCon with you, Anna.
I know it'd be so cool. Honestly, I think you'd have a lot of fun. Anime Las Vegas, for whatever reason, just has like a way different vibe. That's awesome.
Well, anime conventions have a different vibe than comic conventions. That's for sure.
Well, Riverside is very different from Pasadena, and then like it's just I don't know. The people that come by, they're so much fun.
Mhm.
They're
As long as it's
so-
not
a lot of
packed
fun.
like the one in Los Angeles.
No,
yeah.
none like that. None like that. Like, yeah, there's like some aisles that get kind of packed, but that's about it. Like, it's a very there's a lot of space for people and whatnot. Yeah. So that's Anime Las Vegas. A great time. If you get a chance to go next year and you're not going to WonderCon, definitely go. We really made a lot of like new things this year, and some of it worked, some of it didn't. But overall, I think the crowd that stopped by the interactive zone had a lot of I had a lot of fun. That's what matters.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
As long as you had fun.
I had fun. I had so much fun. Oh my gosh, I just love meeting these like new people and everyone that returns. It's a great memory maker for me. Where I'm like, oh, thank you for showing me your prom pictures. Like I feel like I made an impact on this person.
All right. If nothing else, Jiaming, what you got?
I find it a bit.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I forgot to mention there was a lot of Wicked at Anime Las Vegas. I was not expecting that.
Right on.
End of story.
They were definitely wicked at WonderCon as well, but I am surprised to hear that they were wicked in Anime Las
And
Vegas.
not the theme of what we're going for, but all right.
Maybe
Yeah,
maybe it's because there's been like really popular witch anime shows, not witch anime shows based on witches. There's been like there's like a current one is like actually pretty popular right now, which Watch Witch or Witch Watch or something like that.
Witch Watch.
Witch Watch? Witch Watch.
Sandwich?
Yeah. That's what.
Yeah, but feel free to cosplay as one of those characters then. You know what I mean?
No, but
that chick Kiki Delivery's been around for many years.
I saw Kiki at WonderCon.
Of course, it's a classic. It's
always. But what I'm saying is during open lip sync, Mike, they wanted to do Wicked songs, and I wanted to be like, no.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I feel like this. I think it's called appropriation. I think that's the word of the day. We can't appropriate anime con with this wicked bullshit.
Wicked, whatever. But that's my end of story. Sorry, Jiaming. Continue.
These theater kids.
Theater kid energy. My God.
My 5-minute bit is basically something I mentioned last week and stuff like that. I went to the Lakers game a couple weeks ago. It's been a couple weeks. I went to the Lakers versus Spurs game. And so I just want to just go through that experience real quick and stuff like that. And this story is actually targeted to our friend Mike, who's the other Lakers fan that's within our podcast circle, right? Mike's the LA Lakers fan. So shout out to Mike. So first of all, it was at the crypto arena, obviously, and stuff like that. So the first thing is shout out to, what do you call it? Governor Newsom and what's her name? Karen Bass. I think she's the mayor of LA, right? They did the thing where they did get rid of all the homeless people around crypto and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Because from the time I got off the freeway to get to crypto, that's about maybe like a half a mile to a mile. I did not see one homeless person within that radius. You know what I mean? So they got rid of all of stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then number 2, crypto. I don't know. I haven't been there since in maybe 8-10 years. But crypto, the arena, the LA Live, that entire place is pretty well kept. It's in better condition and it looked a lot better than I remember and stuff. It's really. It's like wow. It's a really fun atmosphere and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And then number 2. I mean, the important thing I think for most people is like, hey, did you see any celebrities? The first celebrity I did see is my friend and I had dinner at his hotel, right? The Figueroa. And as we were having dinner, Ron Artest, also known as Meta World Peace, walked in. I think he was stopping by to have dinner as well. So that's a former LA Laker and stuff like that, former basketball player. And the other one that was on the Jumbotron that they shouted out at the game was oh God, now I forgot his name. The guy from Get Out, and he won the Oscar.
Daniel, what's his face?
Oh, Kaluuya. That's right, Daniel Kaluuya. He was at the game. He had front row seats.
Is he still in a cult?
Is he in a cult?
He's in a cult?
He's in a cult.
Well, he was in like a weird religious thing. He had a guru or something.
Was he? I have no.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is not a thing that I'm aware of. So those are the 2 celebrities that I saw during my time at during my trip and stuff like that. There were other celebrities like LeBron and De'Aaron Fox as a player on the Spurs. They dapped up a couple of guys. I have no idea who he is. A couple of guys and their hoochies went to the VIP section, but I have no idea who they are and stuff like that. So there were some other celebrities, I guess, but I didn't recognize them, so that wasn't a thing. And for the actual game and stuff like that, it's a big. This part of my bit is directly targeted at Mike. Seeing Luka Doncic, it was really interesting. It was really fun because he's a really great passer in the sense that he jump passes and he uses his entire height and his entire thing to jump pass. It's really cool to see in person. And also to see his vision on the court and stuff, it's really cool and stuff. To see these basketball players live, like 30 feet away from you, it's really cool and stuff like that. So yeah, that was my experience going to LA Live, seeing the LA Live Crypto Arena to see the Lakers. It was a lot of fun. Good times.
That is really cool. I actually would love to go to a game one day. You know?
Yeah, well, here's the thing. I could mention the ticket prices. Our seats were like maybe 10, 15 rows back and stuff like that. So we paid $360 I think, per ticket.
For a game?
Yeah, it was a lot. Yeah.
That's a car payment.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
But Joanna, you don't do peasant seats, as you said in the group chat.
Yeah. I told my friend I was willing to pay up to willing to pay up to like $350 and stuff like that. So that's about what we kind of like both our both of where we're both at. So you can pay less.
Well, I mean, obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if I can still use my Cal State LA ID if they have a student discount.
I don't know about that. Oh, I also mentioned as part of just like the surrounding LA Live area. When I previously went like 10 years ago, I had to park like maybe 6 blocks down. The neighborhood's really sketchy. I think I paid like $40. This time I parked right next to the hotel, which is like 2-3 blocks away from the arena. It only cost me $20.
When was the last time you been to LA Live, Jiaming?
Yeah, really though.
For a game, at least 8-9 years. I think I went to a concert. I mean, what do you call it? A comedy show.
Wow,
that's the last time. That's like 6-7 years ago.
In the past decade, I've gone to LA Live. I mean, I've never stepped foot outside of LA Live, so I never really experienced that kind of seedy stuff that you're talking about.
Oh,
I guess as long as you're in LA Live, you're fine.
It was seedy back in. Like I said, the last game I saw, I had to park like 6 or 8 blocks away, and that was very sketchy.
Yeah, I mean, I go ahead and pay that $60 or $80 parking ticket just to park at LA Live.
LA Live. Oh yeah.
It depends on the event. It depends on the event. If it's like a sports game, you're paying like $80 to $100 sometimes for parking. It's ridiculous.
$20.
Yeah, I'm taking the trolley. I should mention Metro.
I did go on Monday. Maybe that's why $20 parking. It was that cheap. But yeah, it was. I expected to pay more and stuff like that. If I would have parked at the hotel, I asked because I called the hotel. I asked how much is it to park at the hotel. It was like $60. But just right next to the hotel is only $20. So
yeah, I think the last time I went there for an event, I think it was for like an anime expo type thing. I don't remember what it was. I'm pretty sure the parking was $80.
Yeah,
so it was like a glaring thing. So that's why I always say like if people complain about parking, I go and I always compare it to like Staples Center because that's like my bar. Well, it's not as expensive as that one. So yeah. But yeah, it just depends on the event. If it's not a big event, it's cheaper, $20. So yeah. Okay. Let's see. Well, I mean, I'm sorry, listeners. Inside joke. But while we were recording the podcast, Anna's in a freaking group chat talking with other people.
Wow, Joey was talking about sports.
Oh, Jesus Christ! You weren't even listening?
I was actively engaged in the conversation too, though. I asked questions. Okay,
that's fine.
I know.
I mean, honestly,
I gotta say though, if I didn't say anything, it was pretty slick, Anna. You were very convincing. Yeah.
I barely. He doesn't. Yeah, I can't be butthurt about that sort of thing, because I do the same thing. I don't listen that carefully when other people are talking. It's fine.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm not hurt. Well, now I'm going to be talking, and I'm going to be thinking in the back of my head: is anybody even listening, or they're the freaking group chat?
I can answer that. I can answer that right now. No.
Listen, when Ruthie and I recorded that together that one time, we were not listening.
Okay. All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go over a list. It's the most viewed streaming titles currently right now, according to Nielsen.
Are they from Pornhub?
No. Like TV streaming, not that kind of streaming.
Are you talking about the first quarter of 2025, right?
This is February 24th to March 2, 2025.
TVs and movies, or just movies?
This one, it looks like it's TV and movies, but I can also go with just original TV. I'll just go with original TV. Nope, that's network TV. Where is the freaking streaming?
You say Nepo TV?
Original. Boop, there it is. Okay. So original TV streaming shows February 24th to March 2, according to Nielsen. I thought it's really interesting because the list sometimes is not what you expected to see. Like the number one TV show is, you want to guess, Jiaming?
Oh, it's probably some Paramount. Is this some Taylor Sheridan bullshit?
Taylor Sheridan is definitely in the top 10, but it's not number one.
No, okay. I have no idea what's going on.
Number one is, I don't know, do you have a guess?
Wait, we're talking about any type of TV show?
Yeah, streaming specifically.
Mm-hmm.
So Severance?
Severance is on the list, but not number one.
Really?
Severance is number 6.
Oh,
number
Real
6.
Housewives of Atlanta.
That's not. No, wait. Is that a streaming show?
No, I mean it's streaming on Peacock.
No. Yeah, original to streaming. Original to streaming.
Original. Oh. Bridgerton.
No.
No. Okay, I'm not sure if you
That
heard it
was
because
last year.
I'm not sure if you heard it, Anna, because you were in the group chat. But February 24th to March 2. Okay,
That still counts.
I guess
I'm
it still
still
counts.
streaming Bridgerton.
Oh, fine. Either way, it's not on there. Okay.
I don't think they have
Okay,
that whole.
fine.
But anyways,
Oh,
Severance. Severance is number 6. Even though it had like the big giant season finale that everybody loves, I did too. Number 6. Number 6 on the list only.
Is Night Agent on there?
Night Agent is not on there.
How about
Invincible?
Reacher?
Reacher's number 1.
Oh, okay.
Number
Really?
1. Reacher's number 1.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's pretty impressive because it just came out.
I think number 2 you would not guess. It's a show I saw actually.
You saw the show? Solo
Yeah.
Leveling.
No, there's no anime on this list.
It's Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai number 10. Number 10.
Oh wow. Ted Lasso.
Not on the
No.
list.
Uh,
I would say
Yeah.
all these shows have been out for at least 3 months. How about that?
okay.
Maybe even 2 months actually.
I don't know what else has come out.
Star Wars. Skeleton Crew. I don't think that's a
No,
big enough hit.
that's not on the list. No.
Yeah, I don't think that's a big enough hit. Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Did I guess Invincible?
Invincible is not on the list. I'm shocked Invincible is not on the list. Tell you the truth.
Yeah.
Unless you're not counting cartoons, because there's no cartoons on this list. So
Ooh.
unless they don't count that, but I am shocked it's not on the list.
Ooh.
Okay. Anyways, number 10 is Cobra Kai. Number
Mm-hmm.
9 is American Murder. Gabby Petito. Those are
Right,
both
right.
Netflix.
That has not
Yeah.
been out in like the last 3 months. That's
Yes,
been
yes,
out
it has.
longer.
No,
It came out last month.
Has it?
Yeah,
It came out last
Oh,
month.
did
Yeah.
it?
It was this year. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it came
was.
out last month.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is that the one like that was a documentary, right?
Yeah.
This is a
yeah.
documentary, yes.
Oh.
You're,
Yeah, the
you're thinking
Netflix
about the
documentary.
actual
Okay,
news
okay.
reports.
Yeah. Okay. That was the one where everybody was like questioning their sexuality because of the agent that was investigating it. It was on
What?
TikTok.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a TikTok
Yeah, I
thing.
know.
Don't worry.
I'm not
Albert.
familiar with that, but yeah, both shows on Netflix. Number 8 from Hulu, Paradise.
No, a bit of a side note. I saw the first episode. Okay.
Yeah, so the ending when nobody is still surprisingly enough, nobody's still spoiling the ending for the first episode. Shocking.
Nobody wants to tell me. I really like Sterling K. Brown. I think he's a phenomenal actor.
He's a great actor.
Yeah.
I cannot get past James Marsden.
Oh, interesting.
Like
It's very hard. Just based on one episode, but it's very hard to go up against Sterling K. Brown. He's a phenomenal actor. So
I
One
know
of the-
he's amazing.
But
One
James
of the-
Marsden is definitely trying though. I'll give you that. I'll
Yeah,
give you
it's-
that. Yeah.
But
when you do
he-
1v1, it's
he-
hard.
he left a very bad taste.
What was
like-
that movie that he was in? Sterling K. Brown and American Fiction or something like that.
Oh yeah, American Fiction. That's a great
That's
movie.
another example where the
Yeah.
other guy, the lead actor in that movie, gets just destroyed by Sterling K. Brown. Man.
He's just phenomenal. Has he won
he's
an
just a-
Oscar?
He was nominated for that movie, but he hasn't won
Oh,
an
he
Oscar.
didn't win. Okay, maybe that's
He's-
a good thing.
Right. Number 7, Hulu from Hulu, Devil in the Family: The Fall of Ruby Frank. Yeah,
I have no idea what that
I'm
is.
not sure what that is. Either.
Yeah.
Apple TV Plus number 6 for Severance. I already said that.
Mhm.
Paramount Plus number 5 for 1923.
Yeah.
Taylor
I
Sheridan
knew
Universe.
there was some Taylor Sheridan bullshit on there.
Yeah. Number 4, Netflix, Running Point. That fake Lakers documentary thing.
The
Jesus
Kate
Christ.
Hudson one?
Uh-huh.
Yes. that
Yeah.
one. Number 3, also Netflix, Love is Blind.
Oh God, really? Okay.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
popular. It's a really
Yeah,
popular
because
show.
when you asked me earlier when you asked me to make guests, I wasn't really thinking about reality TV and stuff like that. Yes.
Yeah, but I guess nowadays they start counting that as streaming originals.
yeah.
Number 2, Netflix, Zero Day. Zero Day. I was shocked. I was shocked to see number 2. I thought people were trying to shun that show, but I guess not.
Yeah.
So go figure. And number 1, Prime Video, Reacher. Yeah. So big lots of shows from Netflix, of course, because Netflix is the most popular streaming service.
Mhm.
So yeah. I mean, I think a lot of Severance fans were hoping that Severance would be much higher in popularity, but it's still shackled by Apple TV Plus's
I know
lack of
that's
presence. So
that's really strong given the limitations of Apple TV. That's a really strong showing for Severance. That what I mean, if it was on Netflix or some other platform, it'd be number 1 pretty easily.
easily, yeah, I would think so easily. Yeah.
And also keep in mind, I think they're adding because now you can get Apple TV through Prime Video. So I don't know if those numbers count for Prime Video or Apple TV, but the fact that I think that helped a lot for Severance popularity this for season two.
Probably, but it's still an additional payment though. So
Yeah.
that's the thing.
No, I was saying, do those numbers count for Prime Video views or Apple? Oh, that's a separate. That's a whole.
Yeah, I think
thing.
it's
Yeah. Okay.
because
Because we're talking about total viewership for the show, whether it's on regardless of platform.
the sad thing is that there's nothing here from Max. Like this is like a list that Max would like years ago would
that's the whole
dominate, right?
Yeah.
Not anymore. It's just like it really fell off. A lot of people's thing. Yeah.
Yeah, they're counting on the next time we do this list, they're going to count on White Lotus, and also depending on how far down we talk about these numbers again, they're counting on the Last of Us. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, Jiaming. They're what Anna and
These
Kenny
are
are
two
talking in the chat. I'm gonna snitch on them.
Mhm.
You snitch! Snitches get stitches!
Kenny was like going. Kenny said here. I was joking with Albert, pointing out that Jiaming has been the voice of reason lately. And then Anna said, "I said the same thing."
Yeah.
I
don't know.
was joking though.
Actually,
He
I
is
was-
the voice of reason.
I'm actually offended by the fact that it's recent. I don't need that qualifier. I think I've always been a consistent voice of reason for the last 10 years. We've had this dopey podcast.
And that's a wrap on that segment of this episode. Thanks
Yes.
for listening. You can find this podcast on Instagram, Blue Sky Trends, and YouTube at Stuff Junk Show. You can find me, Albert, on Instagram and Letterboxd at Albert5x5.
You can find me on social media, JIAMNGLOU.
You can find me on social media at Emma Voltage or my other show, Most Extreme Ranking Challenge.
Music has been provided by Gloomy June. Updates, contact info, ways to support us, and everything else is on the show notes found on whowhatwhereswhy.com. Before we go, let's give our 108 listeners some recommendations for this week. Let's start with Jiaming.
You know what? I actually forgot about the recommendation for this week. So I'll do a simple one. Solo Leveling finale was last weekend. You can find all 13 episodes of the second season all on Crunchyroll. Obviously, you can find the first season on Crunchyroll as well. That's 26 episodes and stuff like that.
Yes.
Really, really good show and stuff like that. And I was thinking about this over the weekend as I was watching. I binge watched the second season and stuff like that. This is how I view Solo Leveling. You know how there's certain dad TV shows where it's basically a white guy and a gun and he solves all his problems.
You mean like Reacher?
Yeah, like Reacher, like Bosco, like Jack Ryan. Every
Mhm.
CBS procedural, basically, and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And this, and to me, Soul Leveling is a male nerd's fantasy. You know what I mean? It's their version of a dad TV show and stuff like that. It's a male nerd's ultimate fantasy. Number one, the character is rewarded for to playing video games and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Him putting in hundreds and hundreds of hours is actually rewarded and stuff like that. Number one, he's the best at it and stuff like that. And every chick that he runs into is in love with him and stuff like that. So this, to me, is what Soul Leveling is all about. I mean, it's the ultimate male nerd video game fantasy and stuff like that. It's the wet dream. It's the ultimate version of life and what they strive for.
You do realize this is a genre in anime, right? The power,
Yeah, of course.
the power fantasy genre.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm talking about the actual execution of the presentation of it. Like I said, he's putting in the hours. He's putting in He's being rewarded for the set hours and stuff like that. And like I said, chicks,
I guess,
want to and stuff like that. I'm talking about the actual execution, not the genre itself.
I mean, this all comes back to Dragon Ball Z, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Sister Leveling, Jamin?
Mm-hmm. But the thing is, I've seen versions of this. I've seen like 6 episodes of Shangri-La Frontier and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's not the hyper focus of this one male character and his playing of it. You know what I mean? It also he has a big glow up. You know what I mean? He has a big glow up and stuff like that. All this execution of it is just what sets it apart from these other kind of video game genre stuff and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And there's more to it to that. But it'll be involving spoilers now, right? What I think this show's ultimately about. But it's a very good show. It's a wonderful show.
It's enjoyable. I'm just kind of I'm a little exhausted by the power fantasy aspect of it, but I get you. You do know that season 3 is not even in the works, right?
It's not officially announced. I think they've been coy.
No, it's very far from official because the studio that did season 1 and 2 of Solo Leveling, they have a couple of other anime that they have to take care of.
Yeah,
first.
I read all that stuff.
Yeah.
But I also recognize that this is a big hit for them. They're making money and stuff like that. I understand that.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've been working on. And the thing is, I also recognize when they premiered and announced season 1 and stuff like that, and they do that thing where they always knew they were going to get 2 seasons of it and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Well, they're making them at the same time. That's why.
Yeah, that's the initial order. That's how animation in this country, other countries work and stuff like that. But I'm sure once they knew season 1 was a big hit, I think they've been working on season 3. When is it going to come out next year? How far along it is, I don't know. My guess is it's not going to come out until 27, right? So,
I think it's farther than that. Remember, people are still waiting for the next season of One Punch Man.
well, that's the whole thing. That's something to do with the animation company and stuff like that. I'm hoping the one that's doing Soul Level is a more professional thing and stuff like that.
I'm betting that they're gonna have to find other animators to do season 3 if they want to get it done anytime in the next 5 years.
A bit of a tangent. The whole thing with season 3 of One Punch Man, I don't blame any of the animators and stuff like that. That's a producer issue, man. 5 years, 6 years to make a season of television and stuff like that. That's a money thing, man. How you're allocating money and stuff like that. That's crazy. You know what I mean? That's insane.
I don't think you heard me earlier when I asked. Have you seen Sister Leveling?
I don't know what's.
I thought you were April Fool's joke.
Yeah,
I've
seen scissoring leveling. But.
it's a parody.
That's funny, right, Anna? You're not on the chat. You pay attention to that joke, right?
No, I tuned in for that.
Yeah. So taking that joke. What do you message about saying of that joke? Okay.
Yeah. No. It's a fan edit parody version of Solo Leveling, and it's. I mean, let's just say that the person who's doing that show is very, very horny.
Yeah.
It's on YouTube. Yeah, I'll put it in the show notes. How about that? Ha!
Yeah.
Anyways, Anna, what's your recommendation? She's looking at the group chat right now. That's why she's not.
Shut up! Oh my god! Albert, you know it's not fair. Our secret's out. I have to tell Ruthie now. I recommend if you are, if you are a freaking flyer or, you do it every once in a while, I really still highly recommend masking at the airport and in the plane and, get a pack of those travel Clorox wipes and wipe down your area before you sit, like everything everything you think you touch, just wipe it down because, oh my God, when I did that, the things I saw. But I did that hardcore, both on my way to Vegas and on my way back. And
you do it in your room?
Yeah. And then I also wiped down my luggage because I was like, wait a second, I'm touching things and then I'm touching the handle of my luggage. Like, I didn't even think about that. So I've been I was very on it. And then I wanted to do a reverse recommendation for any of our listeners that have good recommendations. I'm kind of struggling finding a backpack that I can travel with my laptop because my current backpack that I have is a JanSport, and surprisingly, this one didn't last a lifetime like my last one, and it's already falling apart. So I need to find a new backpack. And I had bought one, and I thought I was treating myself by buying myself a nicer backpack, and it turns out there's absolutely no room for it. Like you put in one thing and it's already filled up. So I'm just trying to find a new one that's can fit a laptop, has enough space for my water bottle and stuff. And yeah, so if anybody has recommendations, send them my way.
Oh, so your recommendation is to look for a recommendation for your backpack?
I said reverse recommendation. Were you in the other chat not paying attention?
Yes, I was actually. So.
Okay, well then there you go. Now we have a new joke to go on about.
Okay. Reverse recommendation. Backpack.
It's real. Our two listeners, Kenny and Greg, might have good recommendations.
Yeah, I can ask you right now the group chat. What?
Greg's not in that group chat.
Okay. My recommendation is really simple, and it's something that I recommended a while back. But since based on Anna's story earlier, recommendation is don't meet your heroes, your idols, your celebrities, the people you worship. Don't meet them. They're just gonna disappoint you. Just don't do it.
Well, he wasn't my hero.
I know. I'm just saying, like it's tough when you like if you like meet somebody who's quote unquote famous and does stuff that you're familiar with, have seen, or might see, because it kind of taints it, and you don't need that baggage. You don't need a baggage. So if you can avoid
You're
it,
right.
if you can avoid it, avoid it. I like I used to be that guy that would like hang out and try to meet like the band members or whatever of a concert, and sometimes I'm pretty successful, and so far I have had good experiences, but there have been some that have not been good experience, and it kind of really just taints it. So
yeah,
so I'm
I
just
want to
like
say 90% has been good. Sorry,
yeah, I agree, 90% has been good, but I'm at the point now where it's like I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I get it.
All right. This was episode 860 of the Stuff and Junk Show. Thanks for joining us. Until next time, this podcast has been a Who What Where's Why production. All right, I'm going to type in the group chat now. Done recording.
Oh, do you see that GIF? That's the look I got. That's the look I got. Okay.
That was the look you got. Wow. So basically, he's just hiding. He's hiding from like, oh, I don't want to get her attention.
Ew. Yeah. Don't touch me.
Yeah.
But I was like, not even like, oh my God, you're the guy from Take the Lead, like, whatever.
Wait, hold on. I'm looking at this now. Anna said, LOL, it's okay. The secret is out. Ruthie and I talk on the side while recording. Son of a bitch.
All the time.
Son of a bitch. Jiaming, are you still there?
He's gone. He's watching sports.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just watching Lakers highlights and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
All right. Okay. All right.
Jiaming's watching sports when we talk about stuff and hunk.
I know. Am I the only one that's actually trying to pay attention?
If it's a normal recording and there's a sports, like a basketball game on, sometimes I'll just watch basketball. Yeah.
He's muted, but he's watching TV.
I just listen close enough just to make a dick apart joke. You know what I mean? If I hear opening to make a 69 joke, I'll take it. But other than that, I'm like, whatever.
Yeah. It's usually when the boys talk about new jeans and basketball.
Oh, I also mentioned if you guys ramble too much, then I'll interject with a joke where I got questions. Then it's like, you know what? I might break in.
Yeah. I don't even know how I noticed it. Because normally I look at the show notes, and I think the notification on my screen just popped up.
Yeah, you never notice when Ruthie sends reels while we're recording.
It's all good.
Well, if it goes to whatever, it's fine.